In this video, we're making a relativity application. In the previous video, we made some custom objects in which we store data for devices as well as locations. So I figured we'll bring this whole series to a logical conclusion by taking those objects, wrapping them into an application, and putting them into application library. Here's the workspace we've been working with. It has devices and location tabs. Before we put this into an application, let's organize a little bit. We're going to take device and location, and we're going to put them into a new tab, which is going to be named as what our application name is going to be. So I'm going to go to tabs, I'm going to click on new tab, I'm going to call this my app. Sort order 100 should be fine, and this will be link type of parent. I'm not doing a relativity application here, very important. I'm just going to save it. I'm going to go to other tabs, and I will find my device and location tabs, and I'm going to assign them to be a child of my app tab. So let's do that. Add it on device, parent is my app, save and back, and then location, parent is my app, save and back. Okay, now we have my app with devices and locations. So we sort of organize it a little bit. Now we're going to make our application. We'll go to Relativity Applications, we'll click New Relativity Application, and create new, my app, and we'll save it. Next, we'll have to go through all these sections, object types, fields, views, and we have to add them to our application. So whatever controls we created, they need to be part of an application now. One of the tricks you can do if you just create an application and you don't have any objects created, when you go to new fields, for example, when you click on a new field, be sure to select your relativity application right away and add it. This will save you a hassle of needing to edit afterwards. In our case, we already created all our objects and we're going back and joining them into an application. If you plan this ahead and make application first and then create your fields, object types, and so on and assign them to a proper application right away, you will have less work to do in order to package it up. In our case, it's going to be more difficult because we did not plan ahead. Let's go back to Application tab. We'll close that. Click on My App, and let's start adding objects. First, we know we need to add device. Location, set. Now we're going to link our fields, and here we're going to go to device, object type, and we're going to add fields of this object type that we have created. So name, make, model, located at, and we don't need to grab artifact ID or system fields. They will be included or they will be recreated automatically. So we'll click on set here, and we also have to do our location fields. So let's change this to location. And we have name, street address, active, add these. So here we have our choices for a location object. We're going to add views. Again, device. We have our choice for all, our view for all devices. So we add. We'll do same thing for location. And yes, it does get a little bit tedious. And the reason why is because we're doing this after the fact. If we were to plan ahead and add object to application as we create them, this would have been much easier. So Let's stop complaining about it and add layouts. We're also going to add our tabs. Same thing for device and for location objects. However, one second. However, we will not add a tab for my app that we created. That will be created automatically when you install application. And scrolling further down, we'll see we don't have any event handlers, object rules, scripts, custom pages, agents, good, mass operations, saved searches, and dashboards. All right, so next we're going to scroll up here and see if we see any errors. In our case, we do not. So now this is all well and good. We packaged up our device and location objects into an application. Where it will get a little bit tricky is now we need to create a connection to the documents object. So we need to grab that field that connects our device to documents table. So let's go to fields, click on link, and we have a document level field called from device. Okay, so we're going to add that, and we're going to click on set. And immediately we'll see this red show errors indicator. And what it tells us, document object associated from device is required. So we need to also add our documents object. So we'll click on link, documents, add, set. Let's see if we still have errors. We don't. So this is looking good. We have packaged our object. Let's push this to the library. Click OK. And when you push your object to the library, this application automatically locks itself so people can't make any changes. And you'll see this unlock application button, which you will need to click on in order to unlock it. Let's go to a different workspace now and install the same application there. I'm going to click to the admin tab, and I'm going to go to Enron, and I will go to Workspace Admin, Relativity Applications, and I will click New Application, and we'll select from Application Library, and we're going to find my app in here. We'll click OK, and we'll click on Import. Now we'll have a success message, application imported successfully. And if we refresh this, we'll see that a new tab was created, which is my app right here. So now we can go here to devices and locations, just like we did in the other workspace. So you see how easy it was to take an application in one workspace, package it up, put it in the library, and install it in a different workspace. You no longer need to recreate all the objects and fields. So what happens if you want to make a change? So let's go to the original workspace. Let's add a new field and see how we can push that change into the library and update it into a new workspace where we installed it in. We'll go to Relativity Objects. We'll go to Workspace, Relativity Applications. And as I mentioned before, we need to unlock it before we can make changes to it. So let's unlock application, click OK. We'll go to Fields, and let's make a new field for a device. And let's say device is password protected, and we want to keep track of passwords for the device. So we'll call a field called password, and we'll make it fixed length text. And we'll do here is we'll add it to Relativity application. If you don't see this application here, it means it's still locked and you need to go and unlock it. So we're going to click here, add, set, and now we can save our field. Also, it's a bad idea to save passwords as a clear text, but we're doing this just for a demo. Now, if you go to Relativity application and you look at fields, you'll see that our field has been added. So right here we have device password. It was automatically added to our application without us needing to click on the link button. So let's push this to the library, which will automatically update application in the library and lock the application in this workspace. Okay, now we can go to Relativity admin and we can look at our applications a little bit differently. We can go to application library and click on my app, and we see that our Enron application is out of date because we made changes to it in our Relativity objects workspace and we pushed it to the library, which is version 0.2. So let's select our Enron and select upgrade, and we'll say yes. You can also do the same thing from within the workspace. I'm just showing you another way of doing it. And now we're just going to wait until it says installed. You may have to click on the refresh button because this screen, I believe, does not refresh automatically. Okay, and now that it says installed, we can go to Enron Workspace. And we can go to fields and we can confirm that this field, in fact, exists here. So all fields. And here is our field password that was automatically updated without us having a need to go and make it manually. Of course, you want to add that field to layouts and views just to make sure that users can access it. But for our demonstration, this is fine. One of the things you do not want to do is go to Relativity applications in the workspace where we pushed our applications into and unlock it here and start modifying. This is a bad idea. So you don't unlock it here. You want to keep one workspace which contains master version of this application, and you always make changes there and push it out into the library and upgrade all the other workspaces. If you start unlocking application in different workspaces and making changes, you're going to create all kinds of conflicts and it's going to lead to trouble. So make a workspace, call it application template, create applications there. Don't actually store any real values in them. Push them out to the real workspaces and use them there. All right, I hope this video helps you understand how Relativity applications work a little bit better. If you like this video, click the subscribe button, click the bell button to be notified when I release new videos. Share this with your coworkers. Put some comments in the comment box below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.